Every story has a beginning. Mine starts here, in the middle of nowhere, standing at the edge of a legend that most people thought was just a ghost. The rumors spoke of $1 billion barn find, a machine so fast it was considered dangerous, tucked away from a world that didn't deserve it. The air is heavy with the scent of old pine and dry earth. I can feel the weight of the years pressing against these doors. But legends don't die. They just wait for someone to finally find them. Hidden in this graveyard of old steel was something different. A silhouette so sharp it looked like it was moving at 100 miles an hour while standing still. Behold, the 2015 Veloce Chimera, a $1 million ghost finally coming back into the light. I felt the carbon fiber beneath the dust, cold, sharp, precise, and underneath all that neglect was fire. The hydraulics groaned, but she opened for me, like she was waiting for someone to finally turn the key. 750 horsepower, choked by dust and cobwebs. It's a tragedy, but it's a tragedy we're going to fix. Today, we take her out of the shadows. Today, the resurrection begins. The first step to a resurrection is a clean slate. We're taking her away from the shadows and back to a world where she can finally breathe. We blasted away the filth. It was like peeling back the years. Watching that solar flare orange emerge from the darkness was the most satisfying thing I've seen in a decade. I let the foam soak. It's the only way to treat a finish this rare. We need to lift every microscopic grain of barn grit before we even think about touching the paint. Every intake, every vent, cleaned with a surgeon's focus. If dirt gets into the V12's lungs, it's game over before we even start. Underneath the grime, the orange pearl started to breathe again. She's starting to look like a hypercar again. The previous owner tried to hide this beauty under a dull gray wrap. Maybe they wanted to disappear, but you can't hide fire forever. The interior had to go. To do this right, we're stripping this down to zero. We need to see every bolt, every wire, and every inch of that carbon fiber tub. No seats, no dash, just a raw structural carbon bone. It's the only way to ensure there's no hidden rot from the years in the barn. Finally, the heart, a V12 masterpiece choked by neglect. It's a strange sight, the peak of 2015 engineering looking like an abandoned relic. The prep work is done. She's clean, she's stripped, and she's ready. Now the real surgery begins. It's time to pull the heart. Dropping the engine is a ritual. It's the moment the Chimera truly becomes a hollow shell. 700 pounds of history finally disconnected. It's a strange sight. A $1 million hypercar without its soul. Just a carbon fiber skeleton waiting to be rebuilt. Every manifold, every valve, every bolt, scrubbed in an ultrasonic bath until the aluminum glows like it just left the factory. We're upgrading the stance, race-spec pushrod suspension with orange powder-coated springs. She's going to have a much sharper bite in the corners. Carbon fiber is strong, but brittle. We mended the skin with fresh resin and new weave, curing it to be stronger than the day she was built. Precision is everything. We vacuum seal the repairs to ensure zero air bubbles. It's a slow process, but perfection can't be rushed. Stops are just as important as starts. We're installing massive carbon ceramic rotors. It's the only way to bring 700 horsepower to a halt. A new titanium throat, heat-blued and ultra-lightweight. This car isn't just going to run, it's going to scream. New nerves for the beast. Every sensor, every plug, and every wire is being replaced with silver-braided looms. Reliability is the new priority. The engine shouldn't just run, it should be a work of art. We finished the valve covers in matching solar flare orange, A heart of gold, literally. Paint is 90% preparation. We're masking off the exposed carbon sections. Every line has to be razor sharp. If the tape is off by a millimeter, the whole silhouette is ruined. One speck of dust, one fingerprint, that's all it takes to ruin 3 layers of pearl. We're degreasing the surface until it's surgically clean. The first pass. This is the base coat. It looks dull now, but this is the foundation for the fire that's coming. Look at that coverage. Solar Flare Orange. It's a triple layer pearl. You don't just spray it, you flow it. It's like painting with liquid sun. Thousands of gold and copper particles. Under the sun, they vibrate. They give the car a heartbeat, even when the engine is off. The clear coat is the lens. It's where the magic happens. Suddenly, the depth doubles. It goes from a color to a mirror. We bake it, infrared heat at a constant temperature. We're locking that pearl into the carbon fiber, making sure it's as hard as armor. The unmasking. This is the moment of truth. A perfect razor-edge transition. No bleed, just pure geometric contrast. We're not done. We wet sand the entire car to remove any orange peel texture. We're leveling the clear coat until it's as flat as a sheet of glass. The final buff. We're bringing out the luster. The Chimera isn't just restored, she's glowing. She's ready to go back together. The jewelry goes back on. Every grille, every sensor, every piece of trim. We're rebuilding the face of a predator, one click at a time. The eyes are open. These Y-shaped signatures were the last thing many drivers saw in their rearview mirrors back in 2015. Today, they shine for the first time in a decade. Luxury returns to the carbon tub. Hand-stitched Alcantara and forged carbon. It's a cockpit designed for one thing, the connection between the pilot and the machine. The heart is sealed. Underneath that glass sits 750 horsepower waiting for a spark. The Chimera is finally whole again. Final torque specs. Black forged wheels on solar flare orange, a classic contrast for an exotic legend. We're ready for the first flight. 100 octane, nothing less. We're giving the beast the fuel it was born to burn. The silence is about to end. The safety is off. This is the moment every restorer lives for, the moment a ghost becomes a machine again. Listen to that. That's the sound of a legend waking up. 750 horses screaming for the open road. She remembers exactly who she is. One last wipe. Perfection isn't just a goal, it's a requirement. The Veloce Chimera is back, and she's better than the day she left the factory. From a rotting barn to the peak of automotive art, the myth is no longer a ghost. She's a masterpiece. The road belongs to the Chimera.